guys, so we're going to be making another DIY toy today for our birds. This one's going to be for kind of small, medium birds again. You could probably make this for larger guys, but you would have to use larger and maybe a bit more heavy-duty pieces. But the same concept can still apply to them if you went digging enough to find, appropriate sized bits for them. So for this tutorial, what you're going to need is some natural cord or cotton string, something that your birds won't eat or that can just, be used to hold the whole thing together. So I used hemp cord. You're also going to need something that can be used as a cover. These could be like plastic discs, or you can use bird-safe wood discs, which is what I did. Then you're going to need little decorations. You can use beads or, just little bits of toys or leftover toy parts. I use twig bundles. Just any little bird-safe things that you think you could add to the toy to make it a bit more enjoyable for the bird if they're new to these kinds of things. And then next you're going to be needing some PVC elbows, so just your average PVC connector bit, and this is where you could use a really big one and probably be able to use this for larger birds and see how they do with it. It'll hold up a bit better with them. So for this tutorial, the first thing you're going to do is take your PVC piece and your cord. You're going to thread it through the PVC and make it just about the approximate length you want it to be. It doesn't have to be super precise. Adjust it to wherever it's going to go in the cage or whatever bits you're sticking onto it. Just make it, whatever length fits you and your bird best. Next you're going to take the little lid, so the plastic bit or the wooden bit, any bird-safe material that can cover the lid of the thing, the PVC, and you're just going to drill a hole in it. I just used scissors and just twist it until I poked little holes through them. You could also use a hole puncher or anything that'll actually just be able to puncture it, so that way you can thread it through the hemp cord. That'll be the next step. You're going to thread those little bits of wood or plastic or whatever over the PVC, so that way it covers the two openings, and that's that. Once that is done and you've got everything kind of lined up where it wants to be, you're going to kind of adjust the length of the cord to see where it needs to be tied off, so that way the two little flaps stay flat against the surface of the PVC. If you make it too tight, the two little flaps will just pop up and it won't be much of a foraging toy. So you're just going to adjust that and tie a knot off where the right length is for those two bits to stay flat against the surface. Once you've got that up, this is when you can kind of make it more personalized for your bird. Add some beads, add toy pieces, add bits of wood, add whatever you think they'll enjoy that'll make the toy a bit more interesting and make them more interested in coming over to it. Once that's done, you're just going to tie off the end again, and then you're going to tie a little loop in the end of it. So you can just do two regular knots on either end of it or make a fancy loop. Whatever's just going to end with a little loop being at the end of the toy, so that way you can stick a little hook on it and hang it in the cage. So that is the entire thing. Once that's done, all you're going to be doing is putting treats into the PVC connector bit. Do make sure that you clean out this PVC connector bit every once in a while. Just rinse it out or get a little scrub brush and try and clean in there. Just in case, food bits are getting stuck in there, you want to make sure it stays clean and doesn't build up bacteria. But otherwise, that is it for this tutorial. It is probably one of the safest toys out there. The thing I will forewarn is that PVC shouldn't sit in the sun. Don't put it in direct sunlight for too many hours during the day, because it can kind of start getting soft, or sometimes they have been known to release fumes if they get way overheated, like excessive amounts of heat. So do be cautious with that if you're using PVC in the same vicinity of your bird, to just be aware of the sun, and that's pretty much it. Otherwise this thing's pretty safe for birds. So that is it for this tutorial. You can see that I gave it to ZB right after I finished making it, and she went straight for it and was a master at it, and that was it. But this is a great toy for getting birds used to foraging or kind of moving up a little bit if they're kind of new to it. You can adjust how hard it is to open the lid. You can make it heavier or lighter, cover less of the surface, to adjust it to whatever skill level your bird's at. But that's a great, easy way to make more enrichment for your bird. And it doesn't cost all too much. The PVC pieces I had left over from the play gym I made a while ago, but I think they're only like a couple cents or a couple bucks, I don't know, per PVC thing, when you can buy the exact same looking toy on Amazon for like $15. So everything I got here was just hardware store materials and dollar store materials, so a lot cheaper. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you all in the next video.